Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
Yeah. Open fire! Bullseye! Bullseye! Locked on! Light of the blazing sun! Try and stop me! Hey, not a bad haul. the engines! Hey, not a bad haul.
More makes a lot of problems go away. So you can never have too much more, huh?
for nearly 2... Oh, they might not have seen us yet, but them constantly sweeping the air... Oh, that's never gonna work! If they spot us, they'll run straight back to Rare. And once he knows we're here, it won't be long before... guess... We almost got spotted! Phew! That was a close call. fire. Fire? Wait, what's that smell? Oh no! There's a fire!
Zandrone was right. You look weak, Columbina. The old you would never have let such lowly creatures bar your way. Word has it that you did something for the Tsaritsa, and that's freedom comes at a heavy price.
It's Arlecchino!
Hello again, Columbina. And greetings, guests of the House of the Hearth.
It's been a while. Stupid right here of stupid Solnari. Ugh, whatever! I've got all the data I need. He sure doesn't pull his punches.
Excuse me, do you need a hand?
You can do me a favor by staying out of my way. Can't you wait a minute?
Hello, Miss Sandrone. Father sent us over to help.
How considerate of her. Hey, Fremine, get over here and help me fix this. Lenny, you do your thing. Just keep your sister away from my machines. Nearly every machine that Catgirl touches ends up going haywire.
Then let's start. You've got it.
Wait a second. Pretty sure there's still some tea in the cupboard. If you want some, you'll have to make it your...
It's a relief to see you all made it back in one piece.
Huh? Feels like there's quite a few...
I returned ahead of them. Flint is helping Aino and Anefa to set up the decoys and buy us.
Boss is still wrapping things up on her end. She sent us back to...
I see. But first, who do we...
Greetings. I was invited here to help as a longtime Tea Party companion of Columbina's. You may call me Arlecchino.
Surely it can't be.
Those eyes. Oh, where have I seen them before?
The only Arlecchino I know is the fourth of the Fatui Harbingers. So either you share a pretty uncommon name, or you're more than just a Tea Party.
You are well informed, Grandmaster. A man from Mondstadt living all the way out here in nod-krai, and yet the people and affairs of Snezhnaya seem to hold a special place in your heart.
Oh, the feeling's mutual.
A Fatui harp.
The atmosphere in here just got really tense.
I must admit, though, I'm a little curious. Seeing as the moon goddess no longer belongs to the...
Nor does nod-krai belong to Mondstadt, Mr. Varka. Yet still, you're fighting for it all the same. Things don't always have to have a tangible payoff. Sometimes, stopping things from spiraling out of control is a higher priority than chasing the spoil. Of course, I can't say there's nothing in it for me at all. But that's between Columbina and myself.
Forgive me. I don't mean to doubt you. It's just that we have our own way of doing things here in nod-krai. But
I know there's been a lot of bad blood between us in the past. I've done my utmost to avoid friction whenever I could. But sometimes fundamental conflicts of interest simply can't be settled amicably. That's why I'm here solely in a personal capacity. As a gesture of good faith, I'll be frank. I can help Columbina track down the iridescent moon's marrow. Anyway, what else is on the agenda? Let's begin.
She says she'll be frank, then completely skips over the details. But she clearly wants to change the subject. It'd be awkward if I tried to bring it up again now. I guess we'll just have to go along with it. She's the fourth of the...
Well, since Miss Arlecchino sounds confident in her ability to handle that...
Alright, listen up everyone. First, we now know that Rerir was originally a Conrian secret agent whose primary mission was to hunt down and assassinate the so-called Dregs of the Crimson Moon.
The Dregs of the Crimson Moon?
Mm-hmm. In the memories, there was a lot of talk about the Crimson Moon and...
To my knowledge, those were the names long ago. It is said that the people of Conria worship, but one day, a coup saw the Crimson Moon eclipsed. Hence the name of the new dynasty that replaced it, and how it became the new emblem of...
Still, long after the Crimson Moon dynasty had fallen, the last ruler of the Eclipse dynasty, the Vinster King, still coveted the secrets it left behind. So, he sent the Rerir of Solnari to secretly hunt down the Crimson... In those days, Rerir showed no signs of madness. In fact, he was... What's the matter?
Verfnir, Freindaughter, Flinders.
Interesting. Anything else?
Well, she was a researcher at the Universitas Magistrorum, but it felt like she...
Oh, and one more thing. For some reason, Rerir's...
Well, no shortage of potential leads, I'll give you that. In any case, it sounds like we can conclude that while Thelindis was still around, Rerir appeared to be lucid and quite normal. Thelindis, it seems, must have been the one thing in this world that he couldn't let go of.
Why do you need to know that? Hold on. If she was a pure blood... Oh yeah! Just like how it was with the...
If we could somehow find her, do you
It's possible. But it would take a that merchant who never knows. Dori Sangama Bay. Maybe we could...
All right, then. Let's keep working in our separate teams. Traveler, Paimon, Kutar, and Miss Arlecchino will go... As for the others...
On the way over here, I noticed that the wild hunt monsters had grown even... At this rate, the people living here will be in grave...
I'll head back to the curatorium and meet...
Feels good knowing we've all got something to be getting up. Given that the Wild Hunt has been a lot more active lately, the Lightkeepers have likely begun their own operations too. I'll hold the fort for now, then discuss our next move with Flints, Aino, and Anefa when they get back.
All right then.
Well, the clock's ticking. If that's everything, we'll be on our way.
We'd better get moving too. We'll try to buy you as much time as we can.
Relax. Just do your thing. Stay safe, everyone. Dismissed.
We're back. Did we get here a little early?
A tad late. The others have already set off. To summarize, everything going smoothly on your end?
Not great. I don't know how long we can stop. I'm gonna make some more later, but I need a timeout first. I'm so tired right now. Oh, right! Ineffa, could you—
Sure. Uncle Varka, you previously told us about how when you went to investigate a source of the Wild Hunt in Amsvartnir, you discovered that it was just a diversion. But according to Flint's intel, that was before Rerir had regained his body, when he was far from regaining—
Flint's. I know. I'm sure you're capable of coming up with some. Ineffa and I will head back over to Amsvartnir to see if there's anything I missed.
I told you Uncle Varka would say that, didn't I? A deal is a deal. Not a word about my snack intake for the next week.
Database updated. Reliability of Aino's—
What does that mean?
They were betting on...
It's the obvious choice, isn't it?
We already decided that Ineffa should go investigate the situation over at Amsvartnir on her own. You might as well... Someone needs to hang back and oversee our strategy meetings. And besides, you still haven't fully...
So I've ended up with the easiest assignment. Well, I appreciate...
Here, this will serve as a good spot to cross over.
Arlecchino, hold up a second. Since you brought us all this way, would you mind we still haven't got the slightest idea what's going on here. And if even Columbina doesn't know where the iridescent moon's marrow is, how do you?
Simple. Because I am an inheritor of the royal bloodline of the Crimson Moon. And one of the last surviving embers of the Two Worlds Flame.
Huh? Are you serious? Isn't
Your surprise is understandable. I was also taken aback, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized. When I was young, I discovered I could wield a very special kind of fire. What's more, whenever I experienced strong bursts of emotion or drew too deeply on this power, it was like some kind of... Exactly. That is why my hands are like this, too. At first, I saw it only as a curse. But once I became a harbinger, together with my own investigations over the past few years, for instance, take the so-called Crimson Moon. In truth, it is nothing more than the shattered remnants of the iridescent. Since this blood flame was bestowed upon me by the Crimson Moon, it is a fusion of the iridescent moon's former power and the corruption of the Abyss. You all understand the nature of the Abyss well enough. I draw upon its power, and in return, it hung...
If I recall correctly, you once told me that if the corruption ever made it to your heart...
Yes. And that's the reason I'm always careful not to push my... Anyway, the rest of my story can wait. Is there anything else about the...
Paimon has a question. So, the Crimson Moon, does that mean that the Karians were to the Crimson Moon as the
So much of that history has been lost. We have no way of knowing exactly what they were like, but I would suspect that the Conrians weren't as devout in their moon worship as it might appear. The iridescent moon's remains simply served as their link to the Abyss. Later on, perhaps someone discovered a way to make direct contact with the Abyss. Or maybe there was some kind of ideological divide. Either way. Still, even with the dark sun looming high overhead, the Crimson Moon's glow never...
The first time we met, I sensed something familiar in your presence. When I looked at you, I felt I could see that mysterious red moon in the corner.
Well, I appreciate that you kept it to yourself. Much about the Crimson Moon is still a mystery, and I'd prefer not to end up as the object of an insane research project. Anyway, time is against us here, so I just want to make sure I've got one thing straight. In her letter, Sandrone mentioned that since you are unable to...
That's right. For now, the iridescent moon is already part of who you are.
Deal. Then let's get started.
Get what started? What is this place?
When I first became a harbinger, the jester gave me a book called Paranhari, also known as Leobranto Innamorato. You should be able to buy a copy next time you're in Fontaine. It's a love story set in the Crimson Moon era, but setting aside the tangled romance. In the Crimson Moon era, or so the story goes, there was an orphan.
Beyond the bounds of this world? For real?
The Crimson Moon sages looked beyond this world for beings with powers that surpassed the gods. They made these children crawl up a fireplace and kept asking them, "Have you died? Did you see it?" Until they finally admitted to having died and seen a crimson moon. The adults embraced the children who passed the ritual, telling them, "Within the fireplace, you have traversed the flames between two worlds. Here and now, you are born anew." The book leaves much unsaid, but I suspect that this was their way of
That explains why I can't sense the Crimson Moon's marrow in this world. It makes sense that it would be sealed in a...
But there's no fireplace here. Do you see a chimney anywhere?
That won't be necessary. The fireplace is purely symbolic. The key to the ritual is crossing the flames between two worlds. In other words, those burned away by such flames leave behind a kind of ghostly afterimage in the world. In the days of Conry, in short, I can open a passage. The catch is I'll need to stay on this side to keep the passage open. Very well. Then I'll open it up.
Traveler, spare me a little more moonlight. Thank you. I feel like I've recovered some of my strength.
Mistress of the seven hues of ages past, great mother of the present, crimson-clad sovereign of the two realms, by fire severed, by fire renewed, I offer myself now and beseech your descent. One word of advice. As you're crossing over, no matter what voices you hear...
Got it.
I sense a sinister gloom inside. I feel that I'm about to meet an old friend who has changed.
Let's fly. Full throttle.
I sense your presence and craving death and rebirth. Wait, why are you? You have crossed over from another world, transcending fate itself. I have no
Hey, look up at the sky. A red moon. This must be the spot, right? Is that the abyss?
What a tragic sight. Fragments of your broken body, seized by the abyss. and hung up aloft like Mama.
Careful! There's something spooky about this place. Paimon's right behind you. By the way, Columbina, didn't you tell us that the iridescent moon had shattered into pieces? The moon up there looks pretty whole to Paimon. How is that possible?
Just like I thought. It was only a facade.
Hold on to your hats.
Let's fly! Bullseye! Locked on! Take me up! Huh? Huh? For real? That's...
No. It's coming from under the mountain.
Let's see... Ah! There's some kind of... Wait. See that? Looks like a mechanism... Looks like a device from the time of Karia. Maybe people once came here to study the Crimson Moon's domain, and they left this behind. Oh, if we can activate it, we might find some clues.
Felindis, we'll leave the rest of the research in your hands.
I hope this isn't ruining date night.
Mind your own business. Just leave me some snacks.
Felindis? Is that Rear's girlfriend? Oh yeah.
The Abyss has made this space. Maybe that's why some of the things she said and did were preserved here.
Whenever I see this view, it takes waning moon. Oh, lifeless damsel. Weeping on... For me.
Coming in. Coming in. Open fire!
Looks like the Abyss has messed up this mechanism. We need to find a way to get it working again. Let's see if there are any other devices nearby.
So the moon marrow, or rather the power of the 3 moons, is the key to unlocking. If it really does exist.
Let's fly!
Take cover behind the rocks!
With the Abyss inhibitors in place, I should be. Oh, Rerir. With every step you take, you're drifting further from what you truly desire. But you're not the root. If only I could get my hands on that out.
Hey look! The moon's reflection is back to normal! Lindis's voice mentioned a chamber with them.
It must be. For within it,
Then there's no time to lose! These things are so creepy! Looks like we'll have to destroy them if we want to get to the iridescent moon's marrow! That must be the iridescent moon's marrow! Oh, we'll need to destroy these things before we can reach it!
Take me up! Hold on to your hats. Locked on! The antenna! Grant me strength! It's justice o'clock! Oof! Hero incoming! Yeah! Yeah! Look out below! It's justice o'clock! Pyroclastic surge! Ah!
the iridescent moon's marrow. Still burning away. If we can purify the abyssal power within. It's so cold. Is it you? Huh? At long last. I'm sorry. I lied to you. The moment the moon shattered, my body began to split apart piece by piece. Like I was being cut into pieces. Tell me, what was it that brought you to us? You look so... But trust me when I say that everything happens.
What was that all about? It sounded like she was speaking to a long-lost friend.
Perhaps. She took me for the goddess of the frost, for a fading soul like hers.
But anyway, we've got the iridescent moon's marrow now. Alright, time to leave this place and meet back up with Arlecchino. Let's go! That's odd. This place looks different than when we came in.
Waning moon.
Huh?
Oh, lifeless damsel.
Oh. Hurry! The place is collapsing!
It wants to trap us here.
Who's it? The Abyss?
Now we've taken the moon marrow. All that's left here is a dark will. It will show us no mercy. Give it back! The crimson moons! My marrow! My heart!
Finally! Huh? Oh no! The exit's blocked! They're back! Now what do we do?
This is where you fall. Witness my rise.
Hey, it's...
What are you waiting for?
Oh, wait, was that you, Arlen? Wait, your hands!
Oh, this? Don't worry. It's a small price to pay. The Abyss wanted to trap you inside, and I defied its will by bringing you out. No. I have paid the price, albeit a small one, and it cannot be undone.
Oh, we're so sorry.
As much as I'd like to call it a favor, the truth is, I was...
Yes, you did your part. And as promised, I will leave the iridescent moon's marrow in your care.
I'll take that as a blessing. Now, Columbina. Feeling stronger?
Hey, Columbina!
I'm fine.
By the Frost Moon's authority alone, wielding the power of the other moons was always going to be a stretch. Still, I think it's fair to say that your strength has returned.
It's still not enough. Just one more ray of moonlight, if you would. It's okay. I can take it.
How about now?
At the very least, I won't have to stay. I want to see him gone from nod-krai.
Well, it's good to have something to aim for. When I first met you, you didn't strike me as a ray of moonlight. More like a wisp of fog, but now, you're full of vitality. Just like the frost moon.
Thank you. Look after yourself too, Arlecchino. I know you have plans of your own, but whatever you're after, don't let the Abyss take a hold of you. I do not wish—
I appreciate the concern, Columbina.
A new name?
Kutar, the Moon Maiden, Columbina. They're nothing more than code. We often use code names in the House of the Hearth, too. But it's knowing your real name that keeps you grounded. All I'll say is this. All right. That's it from me. I'll get you back safely first, then go meet up with Sandrone.
You're the best!
I appreciate the gesture. It speaks to your good character. Anyway, let's get going. There are more urgent things to do right now than trade comp.
It was a close call, but we got the iridescent moon's marrow and restored Columbina's strength. And that's all that matters.